Aren't they? Okay, good morning.
Green envelopes. I'm going to go get those.
Oh, that's good. Look at these cards. You guys, it's so much fun. And wait till I reveal who is here today. Everybody's so excited because Katie's here to do a demo. They've missed you, Katie, a lot. They've missed you a lot. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to be missed.
Yes. Well, they all know that we're in for a few laughs when Katie's here.
No pressure.
And that your projects are always just amazing. So, hey, Kelly, are we doing a Copic special today, maybe, by any chance?
We could.
Yeah.
What would you like?
Nothing like doing that on the fly.
That's all right.
You just stock it on up.
All right.
You do.
I'm just adding.
Yeah,
some
do,
more,
please.
You already had it, but
No, I only have one of stuff, so that might be
Okay, so what do we want to do for our? This is truly live. This is truly live.
very live.
I just said to Kelly, let's do a Copic special because of in honor of Katie doing Copic Coloring today. So
She left.
And she left me. So I don't know what we're going to do, but stay tuned. We will announce a Copic special today at the end of Katie's video.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so I'm here today. Hello. But before I start Copic coloring, did you need to say anything more?
No, we're good.
Okay. Before I start coloring, I just want to show you, I want to give a shout out to everybody who's gotten their first dose. And some of you I hear are getting your second dose of shots. So yay, congratulations. I have some friends and family that have gotten their shots. And so I just have to understand that Donna's behind the camera and she's very animated.
Me? Are you kidding me?
So she
Me? I
distracts me.
Well, because I'm reading the comments and I never know, should I interrupt you, Katie, or
Sure.
and tell you what people are saying, or do I let you finish and then tell you what people are saying? But I think it's kind of funny because Beth says she's not drinking coffee today, so she, won't be spewing it across the room. So you're good to make laughs. Make us laugh today,
yeah.
Katie.
I'll tell you when then we have drink breaks.
Drink breaks, yeah. Well, we'll interrupt our regularly scheduled
Yes,
programming
yes.
for. Okay, but Katie, this card is
yeah.
adorable.
It is super easy to create. It just says hello 2021, and on the inside I wrote yay, and then you can write a little message. And so I'm just going to show you real quickly how I created that. I've done some off-camera work.
We like that. This is a die that we actually sell here, and it's made by our friends down in Missouri. No, Kansas. Sorry, Kansas. And it's $4.29. And how fun is that? So, okay.
I love
yeah, it's
stuff.
already all sparkled.
Yeah, and this one works well too. Made a few out of that. This is the paper. You guys might actually check your stash because this is one of the first papers that came out and you might have it. And on the other side is the cut apart.
Cut parts, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones. Some other sheets you could use. This one does say homeschool, but it has a really good background, kind of subtle. And this one I've used with...
Katie, Cleveland,
This
Ohio
one.
is watching you
Oh,
today.
hello, Cleveland, Ohio. Is that my friend? Oh, Janie?
Jamie,
Yeah,
it is.
Janie,
Oh my gosh.
Yes, hello.
Good job, Katie.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all those people I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
But it also comes, these papers that I like to use also come in this pack, which is nice. And the pack is $14.99. Ooh, and it's got stickers and a little COVID caution thing.
I think
you could use.
we were really promoting these back when Teresa was doing her COVID book.
Yep.
And so you may have some of this in your stash, and if not, we still have it, and you can get some more.
And this is a paper we also have in this size. I mean, the 12 by 12 size. Yeah, you have big little viruses and small little viruses. So I'm going to use the small size. So all I did was grab a card, and then I've cut some black mats. You cut 2 black mats. And for the front, I just adhered real quickly.
Billy, the die cut, you can just call the store. Well, I don't know if that one's online or not. Maybe Kelly, if Kelly is listening, Kelly will run and get that online. Oh, she just hollered. She's going to find out.
And then I put that on the front. The thing is you can mass produce these.
Right.
So you could do quite a few in a short amount of time. And then I just stick that on the front.
Nice.
Yeah, and then on the inside, I did the exact same thing. I have a black mat, but then I put a white little mat.
When you said you needed 2 black mats, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can use any die that says congrats. Look in your stash, congrats. And I use that yay one from way back when we first started.
Yeah,
doing
that's that
videos.
Mickey Mouse, yes.
The Mickey Mouse one that I love.
Oh my
has that yay
gosh.
on it. But this one, I'm going to put congrats. It's just a congrats one I have. And I did use the white.
Oh, the toilet paper adhesive.
Yeah.
Hey, and for those of you waiting, just a little update. Previously, it was availability unknown, and now they're saying that we should have it by the end of the month. So that is a good sign that for those of you waiting for that double-sided adhesive, it's hopefully coming.
All right, and now I've kind of gotten into using my tweezers. I don't know if you guys use your tweezers. I never did, but now I do all the time, and I don't know if it's because my eyes are going.
And Sherlorn
My
says, Sherlorn, I think that's how you pronounce it, says that it's always good to finish the insides of your cards as well. And you know what? You're absolutely right, because this looks so nice.
Yeah,
And
so
it
then
does
I
make it
actually
look
use
more, yeah, I like it.
to finish up, and I can place those little guys. All right.
Do you remember what die that congratulations is from, or congrats? Because it's really pretty.
Dare to be artsy
Oh, okay.
one. Yeah. But there's some other ones I've used too. So I just grabbed that, and then I put that in there.
You know, thank you for showing us the inside, because I
Yeah.
don't do that, and I'm going to start because I really
Yeah.
like that.
Isn't it fun?
Yes, that is
And then
good.
just wrote a message. And then with the envelope, if you have, oh shoot, I forgot to grab some. Hey Chris, would you be willing to look to see if there's any stamp sets over in the Copic area?
Or
Any
COVID,
of them,
either
stamp
one.
sets. Yeah, thanks. But I had some stamp sets from when COVID started that I would stamp, like virtual hug on here, or I washed my hands before making this card.
Oh,
That's what it said.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
But I'm always using this one too. And I use the hugs enclosed or hug enclosed.
That's
and
really
stamp it on
cute.
here. And all I do is I have my block in there with my stamp set.
Oh, that's genius.
I don't use my blocks very often any longer since I have the Misty. And then just pull it off. You can see I used it for Valentine's Day.
I like the hugs and clothes, though. How
isn't
cute
that
is that?
fun? And I don't do it very scientifically. And I just stamp it on there, usually down in the corner. Is it cute?
Adorable.
Is that fun?
Adorable. Yes.
What are these? Oh, this is better than a bill. Admit you're already smiling. I've used those also. And then hearts. Oh, yeah, with these little hearts. Thanks, Chris. Oh, my. Thank
Boy,
you.
wow,
Ooh.
Chris, I guess we do have a
Here
few
we
COVID
go.
stamp sets.
I love it.
And
Thank
we
you.
do have a section in our online store called COVID-19, which you will find all of these stamps out there. Oh,
Little hearts.
where is that? I didn't even
Right
see that
there.
on there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, aren't those fun? And then I'll try one of these. Oh, that's going to take the Misty. I'm not going to set that up.
Cute.
So that's how I did those fun little cards. But on here, you can also add air hugs until we meet again. For you, sending hugs from across the aisle. So just look for different sayings that you could add into your.
You're in my
onto
thoughts.
your- Yep.
Sending happy thoughts. That's a good one. And boy, I know we've commented about that, but bees are so popular.
I've
So
been
that
working on a bee
stamp
thing.
set has bees. Oh,
Yes.
have you? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So these are all fun to.
Yeah, the little rainbow.
I
The
love
hand
that
of friendship
rainbow.
has no color. Oh,
Yeah,
I like
so these
that.
are really fun stamp sets, and so don't forget to decorate your envelopes or have fun with them. Virtual germ-free hug enclosed. I would definitely use that.
Yeah. Look at
I
that
wash my
empty
hands.
toilet paper roll.
Oh my gosh, may it
That's
never
good.
be.
Oh,
There, I washed my hands before, during, and making you this card.
That's good.
Would that be fun to be on the
So
envelope?
Kathy says she's excited. She always does the inside of her cards. Well, way to go, crafty Kathy. We wouldn't have
Good.
expected anything less from you.
Good for her. It's always.
I'm going to aspire to be more like you guys and start doing a better job other than just writing messages on the inside of my cards. I'm going to put paper and decorate them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you've been inspiring to me today, Katie.
Oh, good. It's still quite early. And that may be it for the day. All right. So those are, don't hesitate. Those are just really fun cards to send out to them. The people have enjoyed them that have gotten them. So
Absolutely. Who
All
wouldn't?
right.
And people are probably enjoying getting their vaccines too.
Oh, I know.
For those that
I know it's
can.
very exciting. Yes. Who can? Yes.
Yeah, the rest of us hopefully will be soon.
We'll just hang out. We'll just hang out. Cheer you guys on.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're
What
going
set
to
did
go
Katie
to,
just use? Katie just used this set from
Oh, I'm sorry, the photo play one.
Photo Play.
Yeah,
It's
$13.99.
It's called Made by Me Stamps by Photo Play. You'll find that under Stamps and Photo Play. Or you might even find, well, no, you'll find these under Stamps and Photo Play. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put that to the side.
Mary had her first vaccine Saturday. Way to go. Yes.
Yay!
Good
And
job,
here,
everybody.
We've had some girls here too.
Yes,
that have
a
gotten
couple.
theirs. So I think Gloria gets hers Saturday or Sunday.
One of my daughter's friends was over, and she was sick. She's a healthcare worker, and she got her second one and was sick for 3 days, like
Oh,
down and out
gosh.
sick. So I felt
I've
bad
kind of
for
heard
her.
those rumors about the second one. but
Yeah.
Maybe
the-
that's just, I don't know.
Yes, but hey,
I
here
know.
we go. Look at
Okay,
this.
we
But
are going to St.
onto
Patrick's Day
very
now.
pretty coloring.
Yeah, so over here, I'm going to channel my inner Teresa.
Okay.
Doesn't she show her cards first?
Yeah,
Okay.
she does.
All right, so let's show the cards first.
Okay.
Okay, so, well, first, maybe not. All I used for the cards was this collection pack.
Okay, these are online now. I hate to interrupt, but have
Oh.
you already done these?
Okay, so Kelly just came over here to let us know that both of these, and where would they find them, Kelly?
Under COVID-19.
COVID-19 for the die cuts. You're going to find them there. Thank you.
Kelly. All right, so I used this collection pack for everything I'm going to show you today. Came out of this collection pack, and I also then used this color sheet too. And the color sheet is $1. $1. And the collection pack is $14.99, and you get 2 sheets of all the papers.
Can you see if this is online?
It should be.
Okay.
Okay. And then I also used the stamp, the Photo Play Lucky Tula and Norbert Lucky Charm. You know I like my gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
From my understanding, the dies are back ordered,
Okay. Yep.
but are on their way. But I also use this one. I just like normal gnomes, gnomes that aren't specifically for a holiday. And this is just called Tula and Norbert, I think. It says something else other there, but I can't read it. Oh, who it's by.
Oh.
These are, the stamp sets are $13.99. And this does have the die set also with it. And that is $14.99. And I've used this a lot, and I'm going to show you different ways to use it. I also use this die from My Favorite Things, the Whimsy Rainbow, and I've used this a long
You
time ago.
have
Yeah.
used that.
And I'm going to
It's
show you
cute.
that again for $8.99. I use that.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah,
Good deal.
so there we go. Starting over here with my, if you would join me over here. I don't even know what to really say. Here's the first one. I'm going to show you how to color this guy. Once you color one leprechaun, you're good to go.
You
And
can
they're all
color
the same.
all the
Yeah,
leprechauns.
so this is different ways. The stamp set also includes the Happy St. Patrick's Day. Added some Nouveau drops. Use these green cards.
Okay.
Yeah, or envelopes.
Envelopes,
And
yes.
they are, how much, Don? I'm testing you.
30 cents.
Good job. I didn't know so.
30 cents, and
Yeah.
it looks like it's a business size.
Yeah.
Yeah, the number
Yeah.
10. Yep. Okay.
All right, this is a slim line. Well, obviously they're all slim lines. This one was off the color sheet. So if I
Oh, really?
wonk her back over here.
Hey, Barb.
My color sheet's gone.
Oh, yeah, Kelly took it. Barb, we'll have Kelly check on this stamp set and where to find that. But it should be under stamps and photo play stamps.
I feel like I could go. Kelly, could you bring me back my color sheet, please? So this is actually, oh, thank you, Chris. Oh, Chris. I love it. I can sit back here all day and just ask people to do stuff for me. Yeah. Dawn, could you please bring me lunch? Okay. So this was the color sheet, and I'm not Irish, kiss me anyway.
Oh,
And so I just cut it apart and then added it on there.
Idea, Katie. I would not have thought about that.
Then sometimes instead of doing a girl or boy, gnome or just boy, this would be fun to give to a girlfriend, 2 girls, or your sister, your aunt, your mom. And then this one I love, Shaker Shamrock.
Oh,
and he's
that's
wiggly, but I would have
adorable.
put him on a wobble so he would have shake.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I would have. And this one is just another color. So you can use your Copics to color these. I just don't blend, which that's fine. We're just coloring.
Yep, yep.
And this one was also from the front of here.
Okay.
On the color sheet. And this one, I added some Nouveau drops just to show you. Irish for the day, which was up here. So you can easily color these with your Copics, and don't worry about blending. And I know Maggie's, oh, this was my favorite. This is like this is the mother load of leprechauns. It's one of each.
That's an office party.
Yeah.
That's an office party. Look at
And there's Dawn. Oh, I'm sorry. You would have had a fancier drink.
Yeah, no beer for me, but this is me. I'll take her.
Gosh, I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
But look at the little
That's in the
horseshoe.
in the dies. The little horseshoe and little shamrocks. And these are just circles that I punched out with
For
my
the
1/4 inch
gold
circle punch.
coins. So
Yeah.
cute, Katie.
Yeah,
and
so-
look at how she shadowed down at the bottom. Yeah.
I don't want them floating.
Can't wait for you to color for us.
This is in card making, and it's under stamps and photo play.
Okay.
Couldn't find our category. Say it was stamps. It's gone.
Oh, it is? Oh.
I'll look more after the video. But
Okay.
it's online under card making or stamps photo play.
Interesting.
The coloring sheets, if you want to just interrupt, those are also online under Lucky Charms, but there's a whole category of coloring sheets for Easter and other themes that are all out there.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard that, but this is under coloring sheets.
Photo play coloring sheets
Photo
category.
photo play coloring sheets. Okay.
All right.
Katie, they're asking what that is that your Copics are in.
Oh, well, my mom gave me this. And it's from, I can't read it because it's from overseas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got it on Etsy. But
Okay.
look.
Neat. And
Yeah.
then you can just zip it closed.
Yeah,
Fun.
isn't that funny? Fun. And then when I go out at the night,
Or do you want to show the storage boxes that the Copics fit in too? We got some over there.
I do also just use this.
Yes, and we have
Yeah.
those boxes.
I do that too. But today I thought I would be fancy
Okay.
because here are the colors I'm going to use today. And I'll talk about them when I'm coloring.
And
But-
yes, and for those of you, this is our
Ooh.
Copic special today. They're normally
Oh.
$7.49. Actually, I think on most websites you're going to find them even $8.99. They're very
$7.99.
Yep. And ours are $7.49, and today special is $6.74. So that'll be good through midnight tonight. We'll do $6.74 each.
Stock up.
Yes.
So here's the colors, but again, please realize you can use any of the greens. These are the greens I had that I used. I like these. Oops.
I'm going to turn
God,
that
okay.
one right side up. There you go.
These are the 2 oranges I really do like for their beards.
So it's YR04 and Y17 are the ones that she used. Cool.
All right, so let's get coloring. And see my,
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
always stand up.
well, my other one that she got me does. This one's kind of funky on the bottom. But
Sherry, we are having trouble getting the Copic refills. We do have a few, and we can go over and show you. But even our U.S. Manufacturer or distributor for Copics can't get the refills. So it's been really a frustrating process for us.
It's kind of a headache, isn't it?
It's yeah.
All right, so Maggie has told us that we need to play like when you play with your inks and so forth, and I encourage you to play with your Copics and just color and not necessarily do the traditional blending, which is fun, and I'm going to use a little bit, but overall just play with them and just color with them. You don't have to follow any rules if you don't want to. And so I get Copic paper, or the Nina paper is what I use. Oh, here's some congratulations stamps for your
Oh, there you go.
a different couple.
So you'll find these under dies and creative expressions is where you'll get these congrats dies. Okay.
And so we sell the Nina paper, and it's 10 sheets for $3.99. And I know you can use other things. I know you can use other inks, but this is what I use because I haven't had any issues with it. So
And do you want to tell them why you use Nina paper?
because it blends well.
It's
easy.
smooth.
It's smooth, and it just really blends well. I don't have any
The
issues.
ink goes straight through. It doesn't.
Yeah, it
spread
goes
out.
down, not out. If you could use basil paper. If it has a texture on it, the ink is going to go in those textures or that weave, and so then that's where you're going to get that spread out. And I do use Memento. I know others have used different colors or inks, which is fine. Just Memento works for me. And when I say it works, when I color, it does not make my ink line blur. And some of your inks will blur if they're not compatible with your Copics. So, excuse me. I'm going to use the Memento, and our Memento is $6.29, and I use Tuxedo Black.
And you'll probably find that under inks.
So what I do is I set up my little guys here, and I just stamp them. And I know I'm going to color more than one, so I usually just line them up and stamp them a couple times. And then I have a little C on my paper. So I know it's Copic paper and not.
Oh, that is smart.
Well, because
You get it mixed up?
I do. And I know I'm not going to use his flag. Ooh, that looks nice.
That
So I'm not
is-
even going to go any further.
That is a good
That
stamp.
was a good stamp.
Good job.
Good job, Katie. All right, so then I just put this over to the side. There we go. And I am going to color this leprechaun first because and he's on this set. Because once you color one, you're just going to use the same coloring technique for them all. All right, so here I am going to start with my G05 and G14 because I want his hat to have a little shadow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my lighter colors. Today I'm just going lighter colors to darker colors. Excuse me, I have a tickle. So I'm going to use E00 for his skin. Now this is a really old Copic. It's square, and it's the original Copic, and they only came out in about 30 different colors. And it actually has like a marker tip. And you can switch your tips out of your Copics, and you could put a marker tip in your regular Copic, your brush Copic. So I'm just going to color in his little nose. And if I was plain, I got to remember I can't go to the line. It's a little overzealous there. I would just go through and I would color all their little noses. And I think you get the idea. I don't want to waste your time. Well, we're going to color her face just because she needs to have some color. And so notice I don't worry about staying in the lines. With this color I wouldn't, because I'm going to color over it.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm going to go, and I know with his beard, I'm going to use Y17, and my chair's too high. My legs are not to the floor. And it's
Jeez,
bothering
Katie.
me. I'm sorry. I was really trying.
Oh my gosh.
I feel much better now. All right, so I'm going to use his, or Y17 to do his beard. I'm going to do that first because I want it to dry just a little bit. So we start with his little nose. Probably tickles him. I'm joking. All right, and I'm not going to worry about flicking. I'm just going to color him in.
The
trying to
coloring
go. Yeah, go
pages
ahead.
you should be able to find under photoplay coloring sheets. Kelly thought they were their own category.
And so we're coloring.
But you should also be able to find it under collections and Tula and Norbert Lucky Charm. You should be able to find them under there.
So this is a good example of, because I've laid down quite a bit of ink here. And you can actually see how it goes through. When you go and watch the videos, they're going to say that this should be completely soaked on the back. You can. It's up to you. I really don't worry about it too much. And the reason they want it soaked on the back is so you can move the color around more. Now with Copic markers, they are alcohol based, so you can go over this and over this and over this and over this and your paper will never tear. Where if you would use a water-based marker, you know, the paper tears. And you can see where I laid down a lot of color.
Okay.
All right, so let's go on. Now I'm going to go to my greens, G14 and G05, and I'm going to put down the lighter one first, and I'm going to go on the side of his hat just because I want this part of his hat to be lighter. And sometimes when you're coloring, you are going to just almost use dots, like you're dotting, and not, you don't have to, it's not coloring like when I was young. I would, you know, color that baby in. It's real, or press hard on my crayons. I was a crayon breaker.
Yeah, you crayon breaker.
I was. And there.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go in with my darker one, and I'm going to start on this side. Now some people are very talented and they can keep their picture this way and color it. I got to turn mine. I'm a turner. So I'm going to start on the edge. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do Copic markers work on regular cardstock?
Yes, they do, but they will bleed out, meaning they're going to blur. They will work on flat basil and flat neutral. Basil neutral? Oh, not
Natural.
Natural,
Natural.
thank you. They do, but they might bleed out a little bit, so you want to test it. Maybe I should show how you should test your inks. So we're coloring. Isn't this exciting? And I'm going to color over here too. So now you can see if I had gone out of the line with my nose color, I would have covered it up. So that's why it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and color his body.
And we can see the shading really good.
Yeah, it might be a little too much shading that you can see, so I'm going to show you how to fix that too. Now his belt will be black, but I'm not going to worry about that because black is much darker than this green, so we can put it right over it. I gotta be careful not to get his little green, his hand green. Alrighty. And I know I'm not going to use this flag, so I'm actually going to color that flag tip in and make it a part of his body, his arm.
Can you tell me what the plastic stamp pad that you're using for the stamps? I've been trying to find one and haven't had any luck to use for my stamps.
Plastic stamp pad.
She means
Did my Misty? This?
Are you okay, Lisa? Are you talking about the Misty tool right here, or are you talking about just an acrylic block? I guess let us know. We do have both of them in stock. Yes, Nancy. Express paper works. Express It paper works.
Yeah.
Also well for Copic. Okay, so this right here is the Misty stamping pad, and we do have those in stock. Kelly's got it right here. We have the mini, and the mini is
$45.
$45, and the large Misty is
$60.99.
or that's the regular size
That would be
Misty,
this size.
$60.99. That's this size, and then there is a memory Misty that's like 12 by 12.
And with this, just a quick tutorial. When you have the acrylic stamps, there's a black pad under here. And then if you switch to a
Red cling.
stamp, which I do not have on hand, some of Tim Holtz's are that cling. The cling one's the bigger one.
The thicker.
Yeah, you remove the pad, and then they will fit down in here and stamp nicely that way. I'm not sure, people use these sheets for different things. I just use it to protect my pad. So when I stamp off, such as I did with the
flag.
Yeah, the flag, you can see that it's over here. So instead of stamping onto the pad, it stamps onto this paper. And then it does come with a bar magnet, and you can get extra magnets still, can't you?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yep. So,
Yep.
yeah, and so this is the one I've used, and I like the bigger one. The smaller one is nice, but I think you'll find that you'd want the bigger one overall. Like if you're doing slimline cards or something that's a bit bigger, you're going to want this size.
I think
Plus,
if you only can get one, I would just get this
Yeah.
size because it's more versatile.
and then sometimes I'll be stamping, and I want these guys near me because I miss them. No.
Jeez.
But I might be stamping something different here, but I know I'm going to go back to these. I just stick them on the front and then still continue to work, but they're still right there.
That's a good idea.
Sometimes it gets a little crowded up there. So, yeah, lots of friends hanging out. All right, where was I? Oh, with him. So there we are so far. And I don't use black. Copic, I use the neutrals or the colors, or excuse me, the cool colors. But I use N6 for a lighter black and C9 for a dark one. I could use N9 also. It's just what I happen to have.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the lighter color for his pants, and you're going to see it's still pretty dark. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, still nice and
Boy,
dark.
that looks very dark. So that's a
Yeah.
good tip to just use your dark grays
Yeah.
for black.
Yep. And notice I don't worry about his shoes because I'm going to use now my darker color. And this isn't even black, but it's almost, I mean, it looks black.
And that again is C9.
Yep, and you could do N9 also, or even N8. But then you can see there's a little bit of a difference between his pants and his shoes.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go back and do his belt. And this is almost where you're barely putting your marker, touching it. A very light touch will do. Oops, his belt. Now, if you make an oops, remember you can always use your 0. And 0 does not blend. It's called colorless blender. It should be called colorless remover. But it will take
Should be called an eraser.
Yeah, because it will take out, let's see. I'll just do a little.
The washi tape on Katie's markers are, I assume, to differentiate yours from like the memory bound.
It was.
Yeah,
yes,
it
at
doesn't
one
serve
time.
any purpose
No.
other than just to,
Claim them.
yeah.
So it takes color out. Can you see how it takes color out? So I made some dots there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so if you, like his little hand over here, if I want to take that out, I push it back in. Like tell the color to get back where it's supposed to be. And then I let that dry, and you can see on the back a little bit.
Yep.
And then I let it dry.
Okay.
All right, now to do his little buckle there on top of his hat, I'm going to do my yellow, and my yellow is very obviously a light
Yellow
color.
is Y08.
Yep, and I'm not even going to really take time to do it because I'm going to go back with my dark C9. And this is where I'm almost just using little dots to fill this in here on his band. And the yellow, I did go out of the lines, but that's okay because I'm covering up with this really dark black color. Now with his hat, you can see the really well with the shading, the dark and the light. If it's too much, if you think, gosh, that's really too much of a line, I go back with my lighter color, so my G14, and color over the G14 into the darker color. And it will just blend it all together then. And you'll still have it. Once it dries out, you will see it. So now I'm going to finish up his beard with my YR04. And again, I'm going to go under his nose. I'm going to actually make just a little outline there. I feel safer.
Katie, have you ever tried to use the colorless blender on watercolor pencils if you get them where you don't want them?
No, I have not. But watercolor would be water,
Water,
and alcohol,
yeah.
these are alcohol based.
Yeah,
so
I
don't
would
think that would
I would
work.
venture
Yeah.
to say no, that
Yeah.
that would not work. You could just for
Blender pen.
just use a single water, like without any color, to lift off watercolor. And it probably won't ever take it all off, but it might take enough of it off that it would make it look better. Wow, Katie, that's so cool.
All right, so this one I am actually flicking, so it's almost like where you're sweeping.
Okay.
And I just sweep in towards his beard, or in his beard.
Wow.
Kind of looks like fire, doesn't it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it does look really cool. So I guess if you're needing to do fire, here
These are
you
good
go.
colors,
This
yeah.
is what you should do.
And then all I do to fill it in is just go back and forth, but leave a little of the lighter orange showing.
Neat.
Very nice, Katie.
And
We're
you
going to
can,
turn it so that
yeah.
yeah, that's so nice.
And then you can, again, if you want to blend it a little bit more, go back with the lighter color. So can you see where there's still that lighter color up here in his green?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Now if you still wanted more, you could go back with your colorless blender and just add some light. And we will watch that and come back to it because it was going to lighten up over there
Cool.
with your colorless blender.
Okay, what happens if you color the coloring pages with Copics?
Oh, I'll show you. Nothing. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like coloring.
It's just like you would
Yeah.
color, because you can't like really move the color around on the coloring sheets. You're basically just coloring. And Katie's going to show us.
Yeah, I'll show you that. Yeah.
Where are the gnome stamps, not the St. Patrick Day ones?
Those.
You know what? I'm going to have to ask where Kelly might have these. We'll check where these are on the website. I'll have her look. And then the stamp set that Katie used on the first for the hugs, where did that go? That one is Photo Play.
Oh, I wonder if they came and got it.
I think they came and got it. It's a Photo Play stamp set. So if you go to Photo Play, if you go to Stamps and Photo Play, you'll find that.
It's called this. It's called this. It's not called this. It's called.
I thought it was, let's see. It's, I don't see what it says. Made by me. Made by me.
Oh,
Okay, there you go.
where'd you see that?
Up at the top.
Oh, Of course.
Let's see, what were some of the other
Yeah.
questions? Okay, let's see. What particular type of paper? Okay, she's doing the Nina. Nina Solar White. We sell 10 sheets for $3.99, and you'll find that under Copic. And for those of you, while we're waiting for Katie's coloring to lighten, look at that. It did lighten on the hat and the brim there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. The Copics are on special today. Normally $7.49, which is at least 50 cents, if not $1 cheaper than most places. And then they're on sale today for $6.74. They want to know where to find these, if you would check.
I'll find it.
Thank
and
you.
These are online under card making.
Okay.
There's no picture, but it says green number 10 envelope.
Green number 10 envelopes is under card making without a picture. So if you're looking for those.
All right.
All right.
Now, to me, he seems. I've colored him previously, and the thing with Copics is I could go back and I can change him right now with my Copic colors. After I colored him yesterday, I can come back and change him or add to him if I wanted to. So your coloring isn't done until you decide it's done.
Wow, that's good to know.
I'm going to take my white Uniball pen, and I'm going to make him come alive a little bit. And I think this is like my favorite part because he looks good, but we're going to make him look even better. So what I do, gotta get myself ready here, is I just start to add some little reflection lines, I guess. I don't know, what would you call these? Highlights?
Highlights, yeah.
Oops, that looks like a question
Like
mark.
you can add them to balloons too. We talked about
Yes,
that
yeah.
with the card kit. It
And I
just
always like
really
to
does add.
Add to his nose. One time I did one and I went crazy, and the next day I looked at him and I was like, oh my gosh.
He's polka dotted.
Oh my word. He was lit up. And then
Katie, that adds so
doesn't
much.
it? And look, we're gonna make his shiny little shoes now, and maybe a few in his beard. So it just kind of lightens,
I like
like lightens him up, or adds a little light
that
to
added
him.
so much.
Doesn't it though? So it
So
was like
much.
this, and then you add
Wow.
some sparkle to him.
Big difference.
Yeah.
We do not have pack sets of the Copics. They are sold individually.
Yeah, I don't think they ever, oh, they did a long time
They
ago,
did,
didn't they?
yeah. But anyway.
All right, so maybe you don't want an orange beard, and so I'm going to show you, I'm going to just use C1 and make a gray beard. And this is pretty darn easy. It's the exact same way, so I always start with his nose. I don't know why I start with his nose. And then we're going to just sweep up or flick.
Right, the hello 2021 with the, and then the other.
And so, and then I'm going to touch those little ones a little bit, those lines, and that's it.
Nice.
If you want to get him a little bit blended, use your colorless blender and then just go over it, and it's going to take some of that color out. So you can see where these little guys have gray beards.
Oh my
that's all.
gosh. That's fun.
And then let's go ahead and make him come alive.
Katie, Mary wants to know how do you know where to add your like highlights?
My highlights, I don't add a lot because some of them they'll start to be on like sparkly. But where I add my highlights is I know what, on his hat, if I do hats, I just want to add usually one on the left and then somewhere on the right. So he's kind of balanced. And sometimes I might add a little one, but see, that's when he gets a little crazy. I always do, like with gnomes, their hands and their nose, and then their pants, and then their shoes. Just to add.
And
Play around.
I have never just added the dot. I just do the lines, and to me, the dot adds so much.
Isn't it
I
fun?
just love it.
These are amazing.
Yeah.
They really are.
And
They're
it's
just
raised. It's not flat. I thought maybe you used the glaze pen, but you're
No,
just using the
I'm
white
just using
pen.
my white pen. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you can
it's-
see, you don't even notice it at first, I don't think, until you go back and look at
It adds a lot, Katie.
it
to
does.
the little guys. So this gnome, these gnomes are not in the Leprechaun pack. They are in just the Tula and Norbert. So you can see how you can use them, this pack, and just make all sorts of gnomes.
Color them any color
Yeah.
to make them whatever theme you want.
So these are my little Valentine girls.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to make them come alive a little bit because they're not yet. And so I'm going to do her hat, like I said. I'm sorry that I have to I got to hold her down. The hat. And then I've already done her nose. I'm going to do her shirt. And her little shoes, they look like they've already been done, don't they?
Yeah.
But I want to add some dots here for her dress. So I'm going to just add some little white dots in here
So cute.
to add to her dress too. So it lightens her up.
That just adds so
fun?
much. I love it.
And so here's the two other little girls.
These are online now under stamps and photo play and dies and photo play, and they're linked together.
Okay, Kelly just said that these are under stamps and photo play and dies and photo play. You'll find these the general all occasion gnome stamps.
All right, again, remember these are not in the St. Patrick's Day, but if you want to do St. Patrick's ones, I definitely get those. But here is one. It's the same little gnome guy, but I colored him completely different. And this is old Tula and Norbert. It's their very first collection that came out, and I used this cut apart. I love these cut aparts. But how fun is that background though,
Yeah, adorable.
too? And so I thought, wow, if I was going to send Sam one of these, I made him with his little red beard or orange beard like his hair and blue. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute, Katie.
And then
Never
there's
thought of adding- I
more.
never
But
thought
wait,
of
there's
adding it
more.
to a cut apart.
Yeah.
can
Oh my
easily do
gosh.
that, Katie.
Mhm. And here's the
Oh
Easter
my gosh.
fun?
Look at
guys.
those.
Aren't they fun? And here's my little meditator. I don't know what he's doing yet, but we're not
that's
sure.
So cute.
But so what I did was use the ears, these ears,
Adorable.
and they they do come hooked, like a
Yeah.
little hat, but I
Uh-huh.
couldn't get them to fit, so I just cut them apart.
Yes.
And then you can start sticking them everywhere.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
And there's bigger ones
adorable.
and little ones, and so you could actually stick them behind.
Sure.
And how I cut those out was, used Teresa's idea of all my little pieces of paper that have the stuff on the back.
The adhesive,
the
double-sided
on-
adhesive.
Yeah, thank you. You know all the good terms, Dawn. Double-sided adhesive, rhombus. I mean, you are. She is. And so I just cut them out. Actually, should I cut one out?
Sure. Do you have a cutter
need
over
to
here?
get
Oh, she does. She has her little
I think
sidekick
I
here.
have my little guys. Yeah, because I purchased them. All right, let's cut some ears out.
And Katie's going to be
I've cut some
using
ears out.
Katie's going to be using the sidekick. We haven't used that very
okay.
much in our demos. We use the big shot a lot, but this
can't- I
is
don't
just the
wanna-
little one that you
Ta-da.
have. Ta-da! It's tiny, but it.
Why you like it, Katie?
Because I don't have to, because I don't have to get out of my chair when I'm scrapbooking and go to my big one.
No, that's a valid point.
But most of the dies that you do use are smaller ones, and then they fit in here, and it's just easy to have on your desk. Like all of this cutting I did was just at my desk, because I don't have my big shot by me.
Right, I do.
So I have to get it up and walk about 10 steps to get it. So this one is just right here, and I use it all the time. And so with this, I have
Your paper with your
I
double-sided
had to try to
adhesive.
figure out which side was the double-sided. And I stick my little ears on there. So see, you think, oh my gosh, I'm not going to use this little thing. But if it has tape on it, I do just throw it in there because
Yes, right.
flowers, you start using it.
Yes.
I probably should clean that out. Diane would be ashamed. Maybe she'll clean it out for me. No, she'll throw it all away.
Yeah, she'll dump that. She'll dump like lightning.
She will be like, that is, yeah. And I roll it through. Once works. I always like to make sure, especially when I'm on air, that I don't have any
Right,
issues.
yeah, we can't have any problems on air.
And then my little ears, and I grab my pokey thing. And we're just going to pop these out. And as you can see, they are connected down here, but I just cut them apart. And then I pop these out. And then I'm going to run it through again with this little sheet.
Which is another reason why you want the smaller sheets, because with the sidekick, you just want little sheets.
And then I'm going to run these babies through. Then I pop my ears out. I just chuckle at myself.
Everybody should have your personality. Was a comment earlier.
You're the only person that finds you're so funny. I entertain myself.
It's a good quality to have,
gosh,
Katie. It's a very good
yes.
quality to have.
It's interesting at our house. And then you put those in instead. And all I
It's
did
just so cute.
is, let's cut these babies apart. I keep calling them babies, like I'm hip. There I go again.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to cut these off. And look, I got my little Tim
Yes.
Holtz snippers.
Those are awesome.
Oh my gosh, these are the best. And so then I have my ears. And then you could put them, then you can play with them and decide where you're going to put them.
So cute.
Aren't those fun?
Yes,
Oh,
that's adorable. That's adorable.
So they can go on. I love this little guy that looks like he's dancing. Somehow you can figure out how to put them
Sure.
on there. They can go under. So that's all I
Yes.
did for those.
Very cute.
Yeah.
So the sidekick, we have the Tim Holtz sidekick, and it comes with like these dies that are in it. It has the number dies, the tag dies, and a set of stamps and an embossing folder, and it's $49.99. So it's a great tool, and as Katie showed us, it has this little suction, so it just
Yeah.
clamps to your table and works perfectly.
So to cut out
Okay, Nona asked, couldn't you have colored the little white pieces pink and use them? Absolutely.
absolutely.
If you
That's why I
have the
would
right,
keep 'em. Yeah.
if you have the right color Copics
Well,
or
let's see.
markers, you betcha. Sometimes I don't have the colors that I need for coloring and just use cardstock. But
Yeah, let's see.
You can use this paper.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some, Katie.
I think I gotta make sure it's not the tape side.
there you go.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Nona. There you go.
Excellent idea. Ooh, I like that. That was a good idea. Thank you.
All
All right. Now I'm just going to show you how to cut. Another reason to use your sidekick or why you would like a sidekick. So I am going to cut out one of these little gnome guys. So I put him on there, and I'm going to get my die.
Don't you love that?
When you're not sure where something is.
Yeah.
And the trick is when you do this, you're going to line it up, but see how there's white over here? You don't want white, so I keep pushing it over until you don't see the black line that outlines him. And then I take my purple tape and I hold him down. See, I'm a little nervous because I can see quite a bit of that black line on that, so I'm going to adjust it a bit. Adjust him over. His little feet. Takes a very steady hand. Was that your nervous laugh?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I know. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Let's hope Katie doesn't
mess it up.
mess it up. That's
It's
my
okay.
nervous. That's
I
my
know.
nervous. There we go. No.
Oh, no, I know. And it might.
No, it doesn't matter. Our customers don't mind at all.
Oh, man, he's
Look
awesome.
at that, Katie.
Look at that.
Way to go. Oh,
Yeah.
he's perfect.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, just to make sure your black lines aren't showing. That's what I've learned, and you can cover them up nicely with the...
Katie, could you put him on like this and then show us how you ground him with your with your
yeah.
shading? Because
Oh, I would love to.
Because to me, that's
Yeah.
another thing that I did not know about is, do you see the gray that Katie put underneath their feet? And it just grounds them, and I think it just adds so much. Like, you wouldn't really know it wasn't there, but you would look and you go, yeah, it's missing something. But then when you do see it, it's just awesome.
So before we move on to that, on here, the little rabbits is this die.
gosh. I
And
didn't
the
even
grass.
see them at
Yeah.
first.
Little rabbits.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, and notice I did also go around them with the gray so you can see him a little bit more. Oh, not him, but him. But that's the grass behind here, is just on here.
Yeah, so
And
cute.
just cut a sheet of them, and you've got like a,
And you've got a herd of bunnies.
you've got a rabbit farm.
Are they called a flamboyance? Is a herd of bunnies called a flamboyance, like a herd of flamingos?
A herd of flamingos.
A flock of
Oh,
flamingos.
it's like a herd?
A flock of flamingos is called a flamboyance. We learned that.
Why aren't they just a flock?
We learn a lot.
Well, because they can be called a flamboyance.
Oh, a flamboyant flock?
A flamboyance flock.
Okay.
Kind of like us here, Katie. We have a flamboyant staff, don't we?
We do.
But these are so cute. This one is called,
Yeah.
I don't know, mini bunnies.
Mini bunnies.
Mini bunnies
Yep.
from Impression Obsession.
Yeah,
and
look
you'll
at all
find
of
that
these.
under Dies and
Look at this
Impression
one.
Obsession. Yeah.
He likes reaching up.
Oh,
Is that the sweetest?
those are cute.
Aren't they cute?
Yes.
So then I just put all my extra bunnies
Back
into
in with
this,
the
back in
die.
with my die. So then I know I got lots of bunnies.
Good job.
All right, to ground. It's really easy. I take my C1, and underneath his feet, I just draw some brushy lines. That's it.
I know, but
Makes them
that's
sit.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it just gives them some little ground to stand on.
You can
I
see
love
I
it.
try to ground them all a little bit because you just don't want them floating. But look, they're floating, and the reason they're floating is because I stamped that Hello Nomi, which is on the stamp set.
That was my next question.
Hello Nomi
Okay.
is on there. And
What else?
so,
Let's see. It also says, "You know me so well, happy and bee." So for those bee lovers, there is a bumblebee on this. Okay.
and if you think it's too dark, take your colorless blender and just go right under it. And then it will blend out for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Now with these, we're going to show you how to color those. And they are done just like, I don't know which one to do. Decisions. They're not really, we'll try him. He'll be a challenge.
He is a bagpiper.
Yeah. let's
Okay.
see. I'm going to look and see what he's like. Oh, he's dark, or that he has dark colors.
Okay,
Kind
this
of.
is what Katie's looking at here.
Yeah.
This Mr. Bagpiper.
So instead of Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bagpiper. All right, so we're
Mr.
I'm not gonna do the
Bojangles.
whole thing unless you'd like to.
Sing? No, I'm
Yeah.
not singing today.
Okay.
No,
All right.
I didn't have
You
my
haven't warmed
voice.
up?
I haven't had my voice lessons
Oh,
yet.
okay. I'm really doing this sloppily. I apologize.
Well, Katie, I think it's awesome. I think we've all. Oh,
Oh.
Mary wants to know, what do you call a fleet of rhombus?
My first thought was something to say with Dawn. A Donbus. I don't know. A fleet of
A
rhombus.
flamboyance.
A flamboyance Dawn.
Everything's going to be flamboyance now.
Yeah.
I love that word. I didn't even know flamboyance was a word. So I think that's pretty fun.
So I put the Y17 down, and then you can still do the blending, but it just doesn't blend as much. With alcohol inks, they blend really well. You can't blend with watercolor markers. Though you should be able to with watercolor markers. It would be more.
Well, like the Tombos you can.
Yeah.
Tombos you can blend.
Yeah.
And they're a water-based marker.
yeah. Like your Crayolas.
Crayola crayons?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you can blend those.
Yeah.
I've never tried, but that looks so good.
And remember, we're just flicking on here, kind of like a broom, or sweeping. And then, so you can still get the same look by all means. And he's done with the with the Copics also, with the same techniques. Notice the shoes have the lighter black and the darker black on top.
So even though this isn't the Nina paper, she's just showing us that you
Yeah.
can still use these coloring sheets and
Yeah, just play
still
with
get
them.
some of the same look of the Copics, you know, that you would
Yeah.
get on your Nina paper.
Correct. And I'm gonna try, so his hat's kind of light right now. Remember, today I'm starting just with lighter colors. With all the lighter colors. And you know, when I was preparing for this, I thought, gosh, I'm gonna be done like in 15 minutes.
3 rhombuses together are called a pentagon.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty smart.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. The thing is that everybody will know what a rhombus is. You'll be in the most awkward place and they'll say something and you'll go, I know the
that's a
answer."
rhombus.
Yeah.
I learned it at
Yeah.
the one of the Memory Bound morning videos.
Yeah, I learned it at a craft store.
Kathy, I think was a previous math teacher.
Oh.
So she knows that 3
Nice.
rhombuses together is a pentagon.
And Kathy, did you ever know that you were going to need that?
Yes,
Information.
right. Okay, the black that Katie is using is N6 and C9, I believe.
Yeah, and you can get N6 and N9 if you want to.
They're not really black. Katie mentioned earlier that she likes to use just the dark grays for her blacks. And she is coloring this guy who is right here on the packaging.
Oh, he's got yellow, a yellow belt.
This yellow
doesn't he?
belt.
So we'll want to do that first, right? Yeah.
Wait, Kathy.
Oh.
We don't want to give false information. Kathy says, no, it's a hexagon. So 3 rhombuses is a hexagon. So for those of you homeschooling, make sure you tell your kids that it's not a pentagon, it's a hexagon. We don't know.
How many sides is a rhombus? Dawn,
3.
how many sides? Oh.
Was it? Because we said it was a diamond. No, it's 4 sides. It's 4 sides, but it was
No,
kind
4
of
would
diamond
be
shape.
A quad. A
Well,
quadrilateral. No. I'm not even trying. No, I need to go back to what I know, coloring. Oh my.
Because remember, I called it a diamond.
No, you called it a bus.
No, I called it a diamond, and
You
then
said a bus.
somebody
said it's a rhombus, and I'm like, no, that's that quad layer bus.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
That was a classic. Dawn.
That was classic for sure.
That even beat me.
Katie, nothing
Oh.
will ever beat you, ever.
Who else has tree people that you booked in June show up today?
Today, 7:30,
7:30.
block Katie's driveway.
We're here to remove that tree.
Oh yeah, 8 months later.
Yeah. I know there was a Dre show, but I can't think that it took them that long to catch up.
Yeah, Katie
But it could
booked this
have.
tree remover before
June.
the Duray show.
Yeah,
That was,
I just figured they weren't going to come. You know, okay.
They did-
So I
they
think you
didn't
get
need-
the idea here.
didn't need the business. Okay, he's so cute, Katie.
Yeah, so you kind of get the idea, should I say?
Yes.
Of this. And I would actually do the lighter color on his shoes on the top,
Oh, and then the darker.
and
on
then the
bottom.
darker on his little sole.
Nice.
And you just have to play with them, just like Maggie plays with her inks. We got to play with our markers. And then I would definitely go back and brighten him up, because he's pretty. There's a lot of dark on him. So I would go through, lighten him up. I would definitely do his arms, his little legs, his shoes. Oh, isn't he fun now?
I think the best tip I learned today is the highlights and the
Yeah.
grounding. Thank you, Katie.
You're
This
welcome.
This has been amazing. I love your coloring. All of your cards are
We'd have to ground him.
so crisp and clean. You do such an amazing job.
Oh my goodness, what a mess.
And look at this. So
Yeah,
cute.
So that's the 2, but cut them out and then put them on there.
Okay.
So I have to say, I die cut almost all of them, so then you can play with them more and decide where you want them to be.
Good idea.
And this die is this little, it looks like a postage stamp die. And that is
Oh, our Tutti Fruities.
your Tutti Fruities. Yes.
Okay,
This is
so
another
you'll
die.
find these under
Oh my
the
goodness,
Tutti.
here, let me clean up
The
here.
Tutti dies you're going to find under dies and miscellaneous miscellaneous die vendors, and then this one. This is called the wonky. Let's see, wonky rectangles, I believe.
That is
Wonky
my
stitched
favorite. I
rectangles.
used that one on this one.
You know, I think it's kind of Janet's
It
favorite
is
too.
Janet's, and that's what turned me on to it.
Yep, and this you'll find under dies and my favorite things. It's $30.99, and it has 5 stitched rectangle dies.
Yes, I used it on this one. I love it. It's just subtle, but it's wonky.
Mm-hmm. I
And
like
there's
it
another
too.
postage stamp. Gotta make sure I don't.
And the other
Try
one
to
that
sell you guys
Katie
mine.
was right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have one more thing
Oh,
to share.
and then
Oh,
they
go
want to
ahead.
know what colors of the Nouveau that you used.
I used English mustard is this darker yellow, but this is the dandelion, which would work out really nicely too.
English mustard, we have not. I'm wondering if it's discontinued because we
Oh.
haven't been able to get it probably for 8 months.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So then I would get the dandelion, or any yellow is going to work, and any greens are going to work also. This one is apple green,
Okay.
and this is the woodland green that I use for Christmas, for St. Patrick's Day. We only have it in the larger size for $5.99. So you can decorate anything. You can decorate your house. because you have enough. And orange, ripened pumpkin.
Ripened pumpkin.
And this is bottle green. Ooh, that's one of
That's my favorite
favorites.
green. Yeah, that's my favorite.
An emerald green, but it's sparkly, I think. No, I'm sorry. This is, what is this? Something meadow? What is that?
Sunlit meadow.
Oh!
Sunlit meadow, and that
gosh.
does have sparkle in it. Katie needs glasses.
Wow, I do have them. I think I need an upgrade. All right, I just want to show one other thing.
Oh, wow.
Like a
But
little
wait,
preview.
there's more.
I got to get my friends all in order here.
All right, get your
Not
friends
that they
in
have
order.
anything to do with this. Is I've saw a girl use.
My
This is the
gosh.
Graphic 45 ATC Pocket album. Just a pocket album with tags. So I made all these cards, and I also made this little mini book.
Oh my
With it.
gosh, you're my
So
lucky
this.
charm.
Another gal had used this collection on the same book, and I thought, oh, how fun! But I made it my own. I am into matting everything in this book with white. So you open it up, and it has tags, and the pocket's already there, and it has these folders, but you need to make the
Little tag
inserts.
to put in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the inserts you kind of have to squeeze to open them, and then everything drops
Oh
in.
my gosh.
And so I just made this. It has some flaps
Oh, cute.
and ribbons and poles and tags.
So where did you get that?
Yeah.
A good friend? Did you print that? A
Which
good
one?
friend. There.
No, it's a sticker on the sticker sheet.
Really?
On the sticker sheet, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So it's using this
Yeah,
collection.
everything is from there. Mm-hmm. Yep, you'd have to add white paper, and then I always choose a different yellow
Wow.
or a different one. This is the Doodlebug yellow.
Okay.
So
So
I
that's a
usually
good
add a different
coordinate.
color, yeah.
Coordinate in the petite prints.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, this is just from, and there's a color
Oh, cute.
sheet. You can add those in there. And
Oh my gosh.
flaps. Kiss me, I'm Irish. Irish for the day.
That's cute.
Stickers, little inserts I made.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fun.
You're getting a lot of hearts on that.
Yeah, that was fun.
So that is
Choker.
using the Graphic 45 Black ACT Tag and Pocket Album. It's $10.99, and I assume you'll find that under albums and Graphic 45
Yes.
on
and
our
the
website.
thing is I've made this one, and I've also made one for Easter too, and I think we might be doing a little bit of one of these demos.
Demos.
One of these. We'll do one of these again.
And
with
when
these.
might that be, Katie?
I don't know.
Okay. So be on the
Thursday
lookout for Katie's going to do
or Tuesday. 'cause
an
I have to-
Easter
yeah.
little mini book. That would be
It was-
awesome.
yeah, just to show you how to do it. Probably won't be a kit, but
Okay, so the mini album is
I don't know
not
if
a
it'll be
kit,
kit.
but
No,
what she used
at this
was
time.
this Lucky Charm kit and then
Yep.
the book.
and that was it. Yep, and added ribbon. But everything, if you can see what I think is, it's matted in white cardstock.
I
so
like that.
everything is matted.
That really makes a
But the-
nice clean
yeah,
finish.
but the thing is it's all the same size, and so once you have the size, you cut 20 of them,
Oh, that's
and
a
then
good
you
point.
cut your paper the same size, and you cut the pocket white the same size, all the tags. So you lay it all out, and then you just put it all together.
Oh, that's such a good
Yeah,
tip. So
yeah,
it's
quite
really easy.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. It's once you get everything cut out.
And it goes pretty fast
Yeah.
then. Good
Yeah.
idea. Great
So,
tip.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I had a good day.
And we can post pictures of that.
Sure.
And then they want pictures of Katie's cards, and I'm assuming Kelly has been around taking pictures.
Oh, yay.
And so Kelly will be posting those.
Yes. If anybody adds a wobble to him, do show me because he's got I think he should be shaking his hips.
I think he should be. Katie's
Yes, so-
Katie's
Show
got to
us,
take
Katie.
some wobbles home.
I can wobble like the best.
And then Katie's markers
Oh.
were stored in storage boxes such as
This one's a
such as
bigger-
these. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I thought we got in, and maybe they haven't arrived yet, but we did order some 6x6 storage boxes that are great for the Copic markers
They
also.
fit in here perfect. So you could divide it up by your colors, like put your greens in one, your blues, and then you can buy these separate, or you can get,
Oh,
you could do this.
Kelly, would you like my mic?
Probably.
And you can call the gnome wombas. Oh my gosh, a
You
gnome.
haven't known better.
Yeah,
Your wombas.
wombas. What was I going to say? The list of Katie's markers that she used today, we'll put that on the website or on our Facebook
We can take
also.
a picture
I'll
of
take
it.
Yeah,
a
where's
picture
that
of
at? Okay.
I'll have to get my camera.
Here you go if you want to take a screenshot of this real quickly. Otherwise, we
that
will
one was
post a picture on the after the video. We'll post a picture of those. Okay, well, we need to jump over here and show you what came in yesterday. And the memory bound stamp is back in stock, and that was the stamp set that was used on the accordion kit or accordion book that we made. And like for instance here, there's the frame, and then we stamped it with the memories are meant to be made, not forgotten. And here's the stamp set.
Back in stock. I'm excited about that.
And then here's the little camera, and that's on the stamp set right there. And then do you want to show? No, I haven't.
Look what Dawn made for me. I've got my very own with pictures of my friends and my very own display stand. And she made it with the sage. So I got to show this side, and then I got to flip it over because everybody needs to see everything. And Dawn, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm going to enjoy just reliving these great memories. I think I'm going to put it in my crafting room where I spend a lot of time, and then I can look at all my great memories.
So this is where we just cut around the floral and the leaves that's actually in the paper. And then what
that it's tucked over it.
And then what I loved about the sage is it had really cool ephemera or like laser,
the
laser cuts
like
in it.
Like, look at this. These are the colors I love right there, that blue and green. So it's perfect.
Very fun, very fun. And this right here was part of it too. Live your life to the fullest. And this way back when was on
Yes, I had to ask I asked Dawn where she got that today. I didn't know it was on our stamp.
And then turn it over again and I'll show. But like Precious right there is on our stamp set. And Happy up here is on this same stamp set.
And Love This. There's Love This right there.
Oh, yeah.
Which
yeah,
you
that's down
stamped
there.
it in a brown, which is very nice and subtle. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's
Very cool.
memories over there. So it just is a real fun stamp set for doing any type of nostalgia type scrapbooking and card making that you're doing.
Thank you, Dawn. And we do
You're
have
welcome.
those kits available. They are in stock. So and the stamps.
And in the kit, you get, just a refresher, you get the poem that's on this paper. You get the chipboards already been cut for you, and you get the full color instructions, and then the little hinges that you actually cut and can ink and score. So, yeah, and the kits are only $8.99.
$8.99. They're online under kits, or give us a call, and we're happy to get you one. So we got in the memory stamp, which means we also got in for our Iowa people, or past Iowa people, or future Iowa people. We got back in our Iowa Delight stamp. So I wanted to show this, Dawn. And these are all $14.99, and they're under shopping and stamps and memory bound. And they actually are a companion with our greetings from Iowa. See if I can hold them all up here. And more greetings from Iowa. And those are really fun stamp sets for our Iowa friends. And I just grabbed a couple of Teresa's samples that she made using them. And that actually is our stencil. We have Iowa stencils too. I don't know that anybody else has Iowa stencils. I don't think they do. Do you, Dawn?
Nope, I think these are one of a kind.
I believe they are. So we have all over Iowa, and we have I Love Iowa, and then we have Iowa Nice. So that card and this card also was, or this is just some samples of our stencils. Samples of our stencils or something like that. And here's another card that Teresa made with the Iowa stamps. And oops.
And the die, Jane mentioned you have the die also. The die is actually out of stock, but is coming. So the die coordinates with all of our Iowa stamps. Is out of stock, but they said it was shipping March 2nd. So hopefully, if the weather cooperates and everything
it is a problem for some
It's
things.
a problem right now, but the die for this is coming.
You know, if
so
we
it
have
cuts
to
out
wait a
all
little
those
bit to get
shapes.
some craft supplies, that's okay. At least those poor people that don't have heat
Power
and water.
And their poor swimming pools are frozen over too.
I didn't see
Last
that.
night on the national news, they showed them trying to break through the ice on their swimming pools.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think this we should show Dawn, because especially since Katie's here, because Teresa made an all-over paper design with this stamp, the little Iowa there, and made her background paper like Katie has shown us, and then she's got the happy birthday. That's from Amanda's Greetings.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay, and then yesterday somebody asked us to show the ear stamp or the ear die from Impression Obsession, and Katie happened to show it. So Katie, thank you. Perfect timing. Here's Teresa's card from Monday, and that's $7.99. And then the other thing, did you show this already?
Nope.
Well, Maggie and Teresa and a couple other people kind of fell in love with the typewriter embossing folder, and it's one of those 3D texture fades from Tim Holtz. So Maggie made some samples for us, and I'm pretty sure she used the heavyweight paper from Ranger for these.
The mixed media paper?
Yeah, the
Okay.
heavyweights. Yeah.
Heavy stock.
Heavy stock,
yeah.
We knew it had a heavy in it. And she's going to be doing some projects, and I'm hoping we'll get her in for a demo with this. So those are pretty cool. And then she used the metallic paper, and she cut it out. This is step one, cutting it out. This is the craft background metallic paper from Tim. And then she went over it with some black paint.
Ooh. Oh, that's a fun look.
So you could do some really cool things.
Wow. That looks like it's 100 years old.
It does, just like an old typewriter would.
Oh,
So
I like
with that one, she used the gold and the silver, which I thought I had here. Anyhow, she used the metallic paper, and we do have his metallic collections. Wouldn't these color ones be really neat for that, Dawn?
Yes.
Or you could just use his regular craft stock.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the metallic here with, I don't know what
It's
colors
gold
those.
and black.
Champagne.
Oh,
Champagne.
is it champagne and black though?
I thought it said that, yeah.
Oh, onyx.
Onyx.
Champagne and onyx.
And here we have champagne. Well,
That
those
can't
don't-
be champagne.
It says champagne right here.
Oh my gosh, that says champagne and onyx. And that one says champagne and
call that
onyx.
gold.
And they're two different, yeah, I think that one might be mispackaged.
And here's our rose gold and copper. And then here's the silver and gold like she would have used for these.
Okay, is it called gold or is it called champagne?
Good question. It is actually gold and silver.
All right, so I think that one might be gold and onyx.
Maybe I need to go like this.
There you go.
So
Fun.
Maggie, thanks for doing those samples. They're pretty cool. I really like them. And then remember today the Copic markers are 10% off, so they're $6.74. And they're online, or you can give us a call. And Dawn, tomorrow Janet's back. Yippee.
Yay!
I think, is it week 5 maybe?
Good. 5
4
or
or
6?
5.
Oh, only
Anyhow,
4.
she'll be
Oh, it's
back
more
with-
than 4, so it must be 5.
She'll be
Okay.
back with her Heritage Series. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Katie, for your Entertainer of the Year. One more demo from the Entertainer of the Year.
The stamp set that we used on the accordion is called Memories. And you will find that under stamps and memory bound.
It's a nice
Stamps.
one for scrapbooking or
And
mini
they're
books,
$14.99.
journals, all kinds of things. And thank you, Diane. That was sort of her. She inspired that stamp set.
Oh, Christine. Thank you, Christine. It's week 5.
Okay. Somebody's got to keep us straight because we can't keep track of it.
Okay, if they're out of stock, do we still get the sale price? Renee, it's only for in-stock Copic markers because I can't
not sure we
guarantee
can
that
get
we're
them.
going to get the restock of the Copic markers. So it would just be for in-stock markers.
It's a bit of a supply problem with the Copic markers here in the U.S.
And Janet says it's week 5 and there's one more after that. So there'll be a total of
Oh,
6
2 more.
weeks in the series of Janet's Heritage.
Then we got to get her on another series.
Yeah, Janet, what's
So
it going to
throw
be?
out some ideas for us.
All
'Cause
right.
we love it.
Well, thank you,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone. Have a crafty day.
See you tomorrow.